Your second task for activity 4 is going to be very much like what you've been doing with the information paragraphs for the jot notes and the information paragraph that you did for the infographic. But you're going to do it all at once. So it's kind of a longer writing piece. So let's look at the file, and you could just right click off that file. And it's the same essays that you've just done task 1 with. Oh, that's not the right. I'd already opened it. So it's the same essays that you're choosing from, these 3. And this time you are going to write an information paragraph. So you're going to tell me the title of the article. You're going to tell me what the topic was of the article. And then you're going to fill in some of your dot points, and you can copy paste those over from the article because this is just rough work as to what the main idea of the article is, including supporting details. So let's look here. You guys should be comfortable with this format now. Again, if you want me working in time with you, if you're struggling, just click share, send it to me via email, and we should be able to connect pretty easy during working hours. So let's look. The main idea can often be found in the first paragraph and is usually found in the first paragraph and restated in the final paragraph. If you're dealing with a text that isn't written in paragraphs, look at the title for a clue. So you could still look at these titles for a clue. And then also look for words and phrases that are repeated. So for example, if you see neighbors repeated all through the article, you might think that it has something to do, the main idea circles around the idea of neighbors. So what you're looking for is figuring out what you think the main idea is, and then some supporting details from the text. Remember, your transition words are up here that can help you link your ideas together. I might put that right on the document too. But you've got lots of different ideas. So for example, if you think that you could use something like first, second, third that we've done before. You could use something like first in the article it talks about, later in the article it talks about. So you can use some of these words or phrases to help you sort of connect your ideas. Finally, you are going to put your rough work into a full paragraph. So you're combining the steps that we broke down into 2 steps before into 1. And this is now called the assignment area, not the Dropbox. So if you're struggling with this part, because it's a bigger assignment and you're not getting feedback from me at the first step, just share it with me and we can connect online and work through the pieces of it. But I would do the rough work on your graphic organizer first, and then we can connect and I can help you with putting it together and making some suggestions in your final editing if you think you need it. So again, watch things like your capitals, watch your periods, read your work back to yourself out loud so you can see where the natural pauses are, because if you can't catch your breath, then that means that you should have ended an idea somewhere. So just quietly read it back to yourself, and then sometimes you can find little errors in speech that way. The other thing to think about is not using sort of like informal language. So kinda, laugh out loud, talking almost like you're speaking to me instead of writing formally. So I'm doing some editing with that on people's work. So by the time you guys get to this one, you should sort of be understanding what I mean around that. Okay, so reach out if you have questions and we can plug away.